Hi, I'm Louise from Timekeeper Crafts. I'm here today to show you one of my albums I just finished. Her name is Violet. She's a repurposed encyclopedia that I've painted and refinished. Added some details on the spine itself. It has a nice image of a garden, her name, a little flower, and some glass tiles that I had. She has 176 pages, I do believe it is. So she's kind of a little bit big. It's tied up with tea-dyed cotton. Now on the inside I made a pocket so that it can hold this little journal that I made. It's got a pocket and then some paper. This here is paper that I made out of, it's called shaving cream dye, or marbling I think it is. So you'll see it all the way through the book. Now this book, because of the shaving cream, it does have a perfumey smell. It smells like men's aftershave, but quite pleasant, but not if you're sensitive to scents. I made a book plate that says this book belongs to, and inside there's a little quote about never being sorry for certain things, basically for being good, and what I live for. And there's some writing paper in here. And all the way through this one I have quotes of encouragements that I've Mod Podged on there. There's some lace, and there's some lace inside the trim here. Some stamping I've done. Appliqued some doily here. There's a coloring page from a Serenity book, and this is actually wallpaper that I've sewed a pocket onto and added a little tab. Oh, the tab was undone. And then here, this would be a perfect spot to write on or to glue a picture. I designed these papers here and added some stamping to them. Tab here. And this is a piece of tracing paper covering that so you can write on here and journal. There's a little card in here. Why is it that flies always come around when you're doing something like this? I'm sorry if you hear that. Here's another tag that I made, different layers on it, and you can journal on the back. This is a little see-through kind of little pocket here with some tracing paper and butterfly on it. Put a piece of fabric so that I get a little hiding spot there. And this is one of the tags, or paper clips I made. It holds the paper closed. These are almost addictive once you start making. Okay, and this is some embossing that I did. Not embossing, stenciling. Another one of those paper clips. It attaches this paper to the banana paper. This was in Cuba. We got this paper there. Little tuck spot here with a decoration. Tuck spot there. Piece of nice satin ribbon with some gauze. Another quote, some stamping, and this is a little notepad. Again, some graph paper, plain paper. And this image, again, I'll have to quote it at the bottom. When you get on the camera, you forget everybody's names. I want to say Artemis. No, I think this is Paulette from TLC. That's where that comes from. And it hides a spot that you can write some stuff on. And it's banana paper. There's an image that I created. Nice satin little ribbon here. Black paper. Quote. Tracing paper. Little list of projects you can write in. And these are envelopes, and I like to close them up and then reopen them in little spots. I made one of these little paper clip with the dangle on it. Here you can stick a picture on. Another one of my papers. And here's some more of that shaving cream marble paper that you can write on. It actually turned out pretty cool. And I personally love the smell of it. So, nice side pocket with some lace. Again, wallpaper. And that's the end of the first signature. The second signature starts with another quote. And this one here is a folded piece of paper, but it's also a notepad. But I made this one so that when you remove this, you can lift and remove these papers. So when you're done with it, you can actually put in a new one. Oops. If I can get that back on, there we go. And that's an image that I use some glossy accent on again. Again, the paper that I made. Nice little tag. Lots of writing space in this one. And this one here, Paulette did specifically for me. She had a challenge to herself. You had to send her pictures of the album you were making or the journal you were making, and she would give you an image for it. So that's the image that she gave me, and I added the word "Reach for the Sky" because she says that's what it reminded her of. This is a little hand paper clip with a folded piece of paper on there. More dyed paper. Yes, and by the way, I dyed all the paper in here. Stenciling, more stenciling. Now, I would have loved to have used Kool-Aid, but apparently in Canada you can't get Kool-Aid without sugar in it, or aspartame actually. So I had to use inks to get the color I wanted for this one. This is just a folded over pocket. And again, that little trick with the corners, and there's a hidden pocket or piece of paper in there that you can write on. And I like to add just funny little things in my journals. And this is locally we have newspapers that are posted every week and tells you little jokes and stories and games and stuff you can pass time with. So just a little something to add to there. And here's the middle of this signature. And here's another gem on one of those paper clips. And again, I'll put the name of who it was that originally came up with this one. I know Tracy Fox is the one who showed us how to make them, but they weren't her original idea. And this has a little writing pad inside. And this one here I added a piece of doily with a piece of fabric, and I left the strings, and if you don't like strings then you can cut them off. A paper clip with a few pieces of paper there, a nice ribbon. So you see why her name is Violet. Everything is purple of some shade or other. And here I made a little notepad again, and this one says "this month." And it tucks in here. And I used some ribbon, and this is a measuring tape from IKEA. They're little paper ones, so I just changed the color of it and made a little side pocket with all of that. It's one of those little paper clips again. And this one's a funny one. It's how to make French fries, all the instructions you need for choosing your potatoes. Just something else that I found on one of our travels to Prince Edward Island, which is very well known for their potatoes. And that's attached with that little clip with a little piece of lace on it. Oops. More graph paper, more writing paper, and again, those little images. And this is a little notepad You can put little notes to yourself on. A nice piece of ribbon. Ribbon tab again. And these are, I purchased a lot of slides, and in the slide box were these images that had already been printed. They're all from the UK. They're buildings in the UK. I have no idea where most of them would be, but some are Oxford University. Anyways, so I just decided I'd put some of those in there. There's another little stamped image for you to color. And there's a stamp there as well. Another paper clip with a ribbon. More wallpaper. Just a nice blank space to put a picture on or write. So that's our third signature now. Some of that paper. Pocket made out of ink dyed paper. Another one on this side. Piece of sparkly ribbon. Everybody deserves a little sparkle in their life. Another tag that I made. Some music paper. This is a pocket as well down in here. Another folded envelope pocket. Except this one here I put some ridges in there with my scoreboard. A tag with a boho bead. Again, I learned that from Tracy Fox, but I'm not sure exactly who it was that originally came up with these. They're made with a pin. And these are quotes from a book of relaxation that I have, or Serenities. I've got more lace. And again, all the strings are still there, so if you don't like those, cut them off. Banana bread, or banana paper. Another little pad with notes on it, and some fibers for the clip. Paper. Here's the middle of this one. These little beads. Another one of my shaving cream paper. Paper clip up there. Other side. Now, oh yeah, and this one here is a flip with a little embroidered flower and a piece of ribbon. Tag that I made. This one here I just added a piece of paper and a ribbon and sewed it on to make it a little bit stronger. This opens up. This one flips over and the bottom flips over as well, so you've got two hiding spots for your little messages in the back of the wallpaper. Another tag that I made with a little tuck spot in it. That's the end of the book, and then it does have another pocket in the back. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you are interested or if you'd like me to explain something else that I've done in it. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.